Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be testing out the Garden Variety palette from ColourPop. I actually just picked this up. It's super pretty. I've been eyeing this for a while. I just love all the colors. It's super neutral, but then it has some little purple and the pop of green, which is super cute, and I don't usually do that, so this will be fun to play with. And I also got a lippy stick from ColourPop. It's in shade Parker. So I'm excited to try this as well. So let's get right into it. So really fast off camera, I went in and did my foundation, concealer, powder, and brows. So for foundation today, I decided to go with the Makeup Forever HD foundation stick. I haven't used this in a while, so I was like, oh, I might as well try it out. I'm trying to finish it up because I literally this is all I have left of it, so I was like, I might as well use it today. And then for concealer, I used the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. And to bake, I used the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. And then for brows, I just used the e.l.f. brow pencil. I ran out of my Anastasia one, so this is the only other one I have. So I just use it. But so let's get into the palette. I think I'm gonna just start by putting Desert, which is this creamy shade, just on my lid to help with blending. So I'm just gonna take it on a brush and just blend this into my crease, basically on my lid, just so I have a base to work with. That was actually really pigmented. I'm surprised. So now I think I'm gonna go into Prickly Please. Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna go into Prickly Please, which is just this peachy color at the top. I love the whole theme of this palette. I know it's not the newest palette, it's been out for probably a month or two now, but I went to Ulta today and I saw it and I was like, oh, I need this. End of story. That's how I always am. So I'm just gonna do that. It's a super light color. It's a little too light for my skin tone, but you could see it. Okay, so next I think I'm gonna go in with Over the Bloom, which is this pretty corally color, which there's some of my favorite colors to do a look with. And this does have you probably can't see it on camera, but Over the Bloom, this one does have a little bit of shimmer in it, so that'll be interesting. I'm still gonna put it right on top of where I put Prickly Please, and I'm just gonna blend it in with the same brush. Oh, that's actually pretty. I love a good pink, a good corally pink. It's my favorite thing. So I'm just gonna pack that on and then blend it through my crease. These shades are a little bit powdery. When I tap it, watch. When I tap the color, there is some powder. That's a lot on my brush, but they're pretty pigmented. And I believe this palette was $18. I just got it at Ulta. I checked online for it because I really wanted this and a few other things from this collection, even though I was a little late to it. So I looked online, but it was pretty much all sold out online. So I'm surprised they had it in stores at Ulta, but I'm not mad. This other YouTuber I watch has this palette and the whole collection, and there's these really pretty big compacts of what's it called, of blush and highlighter, and she says she loves them, and I really wish they had them because I would have got them, but they didn't at Ulta, unfortunately. So I like how that color looks in my crease. I want to try to use as many shades as possible so I could see how as many of them perform. So I'm gonna go in with Stay Sharp, which is this brownie terracotta color, and I'm gonna deepen up my outer corner a little. I'm still gonna use the same brush just so it all blends together. I'm just gonna tap this in. I don't want too much darkness. I just want it on the outer corner. And same thing with the other side. And this brush I'm using is the BH Cosmetics. It's my Ray Ray brush. I don't know. This is number 6. I just got it I think at Urban Outfitters. They had this set because they sell BH Cosmetics, and I just picked it up there, and it's pretty good. It blends really nicely. I'm liking how this is looking. I'm gonna blend it down under my lash line after I like dust off my bake and do the rest of my face. But I like how this is looking so far. It was like super easy to blend, like everything blended together really nice. Next, I'm going to take this Morphe M433 brush and I'm going to dip into Root 'em Up, which is the dark brown color. And this is just a more compact brush, so I just want to take a little bit of the brown, not too much, and just add this also to my outer corner and crease area and just blend this all together. And I think I might go back in with the Over the Bloom color and just like blend everything together at the end too. I make like the dumbest faces when I'm doing this. Like, I'm sorry in advance. Just blending this all together. I will say the brown, I feel like it blends, but like not as nicely as like the three other colors I used blended together, but I'm still gonna keep going. Trust the process. I don't know how I feel about the brown color. I feel like it's a little, like you see it just like sitting right there, and I'm like blending it out. So I'm gonna dip into Over the Bloom and just try to blend that in even more. So I feel like definitely using Over the Bloom to blend that out helped a lot. I don't know why the brown was like a little weird, but I think I made it work. It's fine. So I don't know what like shimmer shade I want to use. There's like so many pretty ones. Like, first of all, this purple shade, beautiful. If I was doing a purple look, I would definitely be using that. But I also love Wavelength. Like, that's such a pretty like champagne color. And then Best Buds. I'm gonna do some swatches just to see. So this is Wavelength. Look how, oh my god, that's gorgeous. It's super creamy. Then this is Best Buds, which is like the pop of green in this palette, which is also very pretty. I feel like not as creamy as Wavelength was, but it's still very pretty. I feel like you could definitely build that up. Then this is Don't Leaf, which is like this pretty, this color right here. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like an orangey color. Wow, that one's really nice. I feel like it's like a little, like you can't really see it because it's pretty close to my skin tone, but it's really pretty. Like in person, I feel like it's like orange with like pink reflections, which is very pretty. Then this is Synergy, which is that top purple shade I was just talking about. Look at that. Oof, I love a good purple. I really like the like diversity in this palette. There's so much different options you could choose from, which is super nice. So this is like a perfect palette just take on like vacation with you or something, and it's not too big, which I also like. I'm so indecisive. I really don't know which shade I want to go into, but I think I'm gonna like, I don't know if I want to do the pretty like copper like Don't Leaf color or if I want to do the green color, because like, I never used green. I think I'm gonna start with Don't Leaf, which is the pretty copper color, and I'm just gonna use my finger. I feel like that's the best method I've found for like putting colors on my crease. Like, look, I don't know if you could see that, but it's so pretty. So I'm just gonna put this on. It's super pretty. It's not as like in your face like glittery as I expected it to be, but it's very like pretty, like, neutral color, perfect for like topping on top of eyeshadows. But it's very creamy. I've definitely found like my favorite method of applying glitters to my lid is like picking it up with my finger and then doing like a tap and like pull method in a way. Like, I feel like it just gets the most like pigment and like blendability when I'm doing it this way. So I prefer this method of putting on shimmers. I've definitely like tapped in a decent amount of times with this color, like probably like 3 to 4 per lid, but it's still really pretty. I like the color. So I think next I'm just gonna brush off my bake really quick so that I could start blending eyeshadows underneath my lash line. So I'm just gonna take this Luxie 249, it's like double-ended, and I'm gonna take this side to like really get under my lash line, and I'm gonna go in with basically like all the same colors I went in on my lid. I'm gonna start with Prickly Please, which is like my transition shade, just so it has like a base to blend everything. Next I'm going in with Over the Bloom, and I'm just putting that right on top, and I'm also like blending it in to over here. And then on my outer corners, I'm going to add a little bit of Stay Sharp, which is like that terracotta brown, the lighter one. I don't think I'm going to go into Root 'em Up just because like it's gonna blend that nice, and I don't want to risk it, so we're just not gonna touch that again. I think that looks pretty. Next, I'm gonna take this Morphe M431 brush. It's just like the littlest like taper brush, and I'm gonna go into Wavelength, which was that pretty champagne color. Put it in my inner corner. Oh, do you see that? Like how pigmented that is. Just gonna blend that in. Wow, that's such a pretty, like it's literally so creamy. Like you could see it even when I'm like, when I touch it. Like it's literally such a creamy color. I'm gonna add a little like under my brow bone as well. Look how pigmented. Like I literally have to blend that out. That's so pretty though. I really love that color. And you always need like a pretty color like that. So this is how the look looks so far. I put more brown on this side and I feel like it's like throwing me off a little, so I'm gonna add like a teeny bit more to this side just to even it out. I feel like doing eyeshadow is definitely like trial and error. Like you have to see what works and what you do and don't like, and just keep like adding until you get the right look. I'm gonna go over this side with a little more of Don't Leave. Okay, I feel like that looks a little more even. I like how this looks turning out. Like it's super like simple, like it's nothing crazy. I feel like if I would have put the green, it would have been a little more crazy, which would have been fun. But really quick, I'm gonna do my bronzer, and I'm gonna with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I just like take this big brush, I don't even know what it is, and I just like put this all over. I love bronzer, it's like my favorite part of doing makeup. I feel like it makes such a difference when you add it. Like you, looks like you're adding back life to your face, and I just like put it all over basically. Like I focus it around here and like up here, but I pretty much put it everywhere. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Milani Rose Powder Blush in the shade Wild Rose. This is a really pretty color. I feel like this would look perfect on like so many skin tones. I like to like go up a little with my blush, just so it looks like my face is being like lifted and not just like sitting there. And I like to put some on my nose because I think it's cute. Just a little here and a little there, just to add some even more color to my face. Next, I'm just gonna set my brows with the Glossier Boy Brow. I'm just gonna go over my brows and make sure they stay in place all day. And it does add like a little more color to them. They're a little crazy right now. I haven't got them done in a while. Next I'm gonna go, I literally wish this was a highlighter shade, like Wavelength. It's so pretty. I love how that looks in my inner corner. But I'm gonna go in with my Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. This is a super pretty, it's so pigmented, like literally, I love it. And a little goes like a long way. Really quick, I'm gonna add some mascara off camera and I'll be right back. So I just finished up putting mascara on, and I use the Maybelline Lash Sensational. This is like my all-time favorite. I said it in my last video, like, you know, I love it. And so lastly, we're gonna put on the lippy stick from ColourPop, and like I said, this is in the shade Parker, and I believe it's a matte shade, which like isn't my favorite. I kind of just grabbed whatever. Like I went in store to Ulta and you couldn't really like try samples or anything like that, so I didn't really know the shade. I just grabbed whatever I thought I would like, and this was what it looks like. So let's do a little swatch. I've heard like such good things about these though. Oh yeah, that's like so pigmented. It's definitely a shade up my alley. If I don't like the matte, I'm probably gonna add a gloss over it. So let's see how this looks. I actually really like this color. I feel like it was super easy to apply too. Like since it's like in this format, like I just use the little tip at the top to like define. And I really like this color. It's super cute. I wonder how it wears. Like I've heard really good things about the lippy sticks from ColourPop. One of my favorite YouTubers, Angelica Oles, she always uses them. She loves ColourPop. But yeah, I really like that actually. So really quick, before the end of this video, I'm just going to give my overall opinions of the ColourPop Garden Variety palette. All in all, I really liked it. I thought the colors I used were really pretty. It's like a super basic look, like nothing crazy, but it was really nice. The only shade I really didn't like was Root 'em Up. I feel like it was just like, I don't know, it's too hard to blend. It was, I don't know, there's something off about that shade. But the other ones I tried were super pretty, and I definitely want to try this again and use the green because I love the green color. But yeah, I really enjoyed this look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Really quick, I'm just going to add some pictures and a couple videos of what the makeup look looks up close. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye!